Yo, what's up, boys? It's Big Godzilla fan here, and today, after an actually reasonable amount of time, someone said that the last video still wasn't even reasonable. It was only like a month, which is it's a long time, but I digress. Today, we're coming through with a cool classic figure that I've wanted for a while and got recently for Merry Christmas. Oh, Merry Christmas. This is the Godzilla vs. Biollante Target exclusive Goop version. Oh, I forgot to take this out. You're not supposed to see that. But this guy right here looks very good. Very cat-like. But we'll get to that in the sculpt. I didn't get the original one of this. I only wanted the Goop covered one because I don't even know. It was just something about the way the Goop is all over him. And alright, let's look at the box. Let's look at the box. It's actually a very cool box for this guy. It's got a nice, I don't know if that's a movie poster or something, but it's got some cool stuff on the side. 65 years of Godzilla. This man covered in goop on the back. Another same thing on the side. And as always, opening up the NECA box, got a picture of the man, and then just about the lowest quality picture of Biollante I have ever seen. But, you know, still a cool box nonetheless. Bringing this guy back in. The paint and sculpt on this man is tremendous. I think the way they sculpted him, especially in the way the legs, the knees kind of come in, I think it really does look like a rubber kind of suit. Godzilla look is here. The green looks good, and it kind of, the way the green comes, it kind of looks like it's actually wet. Like it gets thin at some parts, thicker at others. I don't know what you would call it, but it looks good. And I think the tail and the spines are sculpted very good. And the way the big spines get smaller and smaller, I think it looks very good, and it kind of fits throughout the whole figure. Yep. I'm talking about the face. I think it's good, but it is very, I think I would say cat-like. It's kind of got cat features to it. I think it does look very good though. The paint on the head looks good. The green didn't get on the eyes or anything. I don't think they got any in the mouth. Take a look inside his mouth. That's where the beam effect pegs in. There's a peg in the back of his throat. You just stick it in, and he looks like he's shooting atomic breath. Now for articulation on this guy, as NECA Godzillas go, they usually have pretty good articulation. Not as good as Monster Arts, but better than anything else. So at the head, his mouth opens and closes. Kind of gotta get in there and open it. It's got a nice wide open, so you can fit the beam in, and then you gotta kind of close it on to make it look decent. There's a ball joint right here at the head. Another ball joint that doesn't really move at the neck. At the arms, ooh, they go up about, I'd say, even 90 degree. There's no sort of bicep swivel, but the shoulder does rotate. At the arm, single jointed elbow, and again a rotation. I'm actually fighting this man. I gotta have strength. The wrist, there's a swivel and a hinge, but you can see it. I haven't really broken it in, so it ain't moving. Then there's a little hinge on the hand, so I guess you can open and close it. Now at the torso area here, there's another ball joint, so you get a little bit of movement. The legs, they move forward, or more like out that far, and then they can go back, kind of hitting the stanky leg there. At the knee, a single bend, you can't really get much. Kind of a big flubby leg, doesn't really get a lot of movement. Very tight joints too, so be careful with that. At the foot here, got some rotation, the tiniest bit of pivot, and a little bit of back and forth. I'm not sure what the foot is on. Maybe a ball joint or a hinge, but it doesn't work very well. But getting to the good part, the tail here, it seems like there's two segments and then a joint for the first couple. Then as we get up to the smaller pieces over here, there's a ball joint connecting, or with 3 pieces connected. And then the tail at the very end, like usual, it's got a little bendy wire in it. You can pose it however you want. I've never had the bendy wire break through the tails on the multiple of these Godzillas or Neca Godzillas I have, so I'm not sure if it's a big risk, but it is always something to keep in mind. Oh, let's just knock everything over. For accessories, he only really comes with one thing, and it's the atomic breath piece, which I think it actually looks very good. The way they put the shading, it kind of makes it look like water, kind of like a water blast. I don't even know. It looks like a Pokemon move. Gonna give this to Oshawott. Continuing. To put this effect in, it's got this little peg on the end that gets flat. You just grab this man, rip his mouth open, and you just insert. And you can close the mouth. And I think it kind of sits a little like shallow in the mouth, like you can still see the flatness of the peg, but it's not that bad. And when you're looking at it from a distance, or more like a Godzilla shooting pose, you can't really tell. And I think it does look very good with the figure. The only problem is, as I was trying to do the thumbnail for this video, I figured this out. He can't shoot the beam really straight. So if you wanted him to be one-on-one fighting someone and shoot it straight at them, he really can't. You can get him angling, maybe snipe shotting them, but it doesn't really work for a straight shot. Still not bad though. Definitely a good accessory, and I'm glad it came with anything, because most of the other Godzillas, it's just the Godzilla. Kind of heated. Now for comparisons, we gotta bring this out a little bit more because we got some big guys coming in over here. We got the NECA Burning Godzilla from the movie King of the Monsters. And then we got the Atomic Blast Shin Godzilla right here. I think he scales pretty decently. I don't have a Biollante figure because that's expensive. Call SHF and tell them to give me one, please. But compared to other Godzillas, I think he scales pretty nicely. He's a little thicker, a little bigger, which I think fits. I like when the suits kind of look bigger because it's, well, it was, I'm pretty sure, not sure, big suit, thick legs, and it looks good with other Godzillas. You could set him up with like the gang of Godzillas if you wanted to, or you could just set him up alone, whatever preference, but it works for either. Now bringing in the more expensive ones, we got SH Monster Arts Shin Godzilla, the frozen one. This is not gonna fit. There you go, that works. You can see the size difference in them. And then a normal sized one, the 2001 Godzilla. I think he could fit with these. I think he fits way better in a display with Monster Arts than even his own NECA counterparts. Because I think this figure, something about it just has that like a high qualityness to it. It just looks good. I think the paint and sculpt really come together nice on this guy to give him a great feel, look, and display ability, if that's a word that works. I'm just gonna go with it. Getting these boys out of here. Oh, yo, almost just killed everything again. Now, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this Godzilla review. I'm going to try and keep up with uploading every now and then, at least once a week is what I'm going to try and hit. I know I might say this for like the 5th time and then be gone for 16 months, but if I am, my apologies. But then again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time, whether it be in a month or 17 weeks. Have a good day.